Alrighty, I managed to snag a Hallicrafters speaker for the SX-24 I'm restoring. So there it is. It's not very big. Not as big as I thought it was when I was looking at the photograph. But it seems to be okay. I'll run a signal through it later and verify that it works. However, something else came up. I was down in Vancouver picking this up from a ham radio operator down there. He said, "Boy, have I got a deal for you." He says, "For $5 more, if you want it, you can have this thing over here." And this is what he showed me. That is a Hammarlund HQ-110. And it's kind of rough. The chassis is not bolted in back there. It was fun to carry it in the house in my lap. And it's pretty dirty. It came with a number of manuals, one of which was actually for this radio. There it is right there. And there's a receipt stapled to the inside of the front cover showing that this thing had been serviced back in 1972. Now, I don't know if it's seen any use since then, but it was serviced and working then. I'm not going to open it up right now and try and figure out what all it needs. I really do want to work on the other radio, the Hallicrafters. This is kind of cool. There's a clock. I don't know if it works. I just tried turning this knob and it's not moving. It kind of moves. I don't know what it does yet. I'll have to figure that out. But I assume they either push it or pull it or something and spin it around to set the time. This should be like it's not necessarily general coverage, but quite a number of bands. Let me take a look at the band switch down here. So we got 1.8 to 2, 3.5 to 4, all the way around to 50 to 54. Well, that's interesting. There we go, sorry. 50 to 54. So will this pick up 6 meters? That would be kind of neat if it does. We've got a couple of controls down here. I can't really read them sitting up here. I'd have to tilt this thing back, which I'm not going to do. This thing's very heavy. It was very entertaining trying to get this into the house. We've got carrier level. There we go. Meters are dirty. This whole unit is filthy. This calibration knob here is pretty entertaining. You twist it, and the little line that you line up your signal or your frequency with moves back and forth on both of these meters. I assume that's connected to something back behind the radio. Maybe not. But yeah, this looks pretty cool. I got your AF gain down here. Broadband or broad off and on and volume. So guessing that's probably volume. I don't know. Nope, that's volume. AF gain's volume. So I don't know what this is. Maybe this is to narrow things down. So if you're listening to CW, you can tune it in a little nicer. Get rid of some of the other signals. There's a send position here, which I assume shuts down this so that you can transmit on a transmitter without causing this portable receiver a lot of grief. Receive, CW, single sideband, and calibration. Now, I know nothing about this radio, so it's going to be kind of fascinating to see what this is doing. But since I'm working on the SX-24, like I said before, I'm not even going to open this thing up. As curious as I am, I just don't need this project floating over my head while I'm trying to work on the other radio. Speaking of the other radio, yeah, see how dirty that is up there? That's really gross. I've been 3D printing a case for my dim bulb circuit. this is going to be the top part of the case. AC outlet's going to go there. My ammeter, I wanted an ammeter, it's going to go here. My bypass switch there. The socket for the lamp right there. Almost knocked it on the floor. On the back, there we go. The top hole is for the circuit breaker. And the little rectangle there is for the AC cord I'm planning on using. So I'm working on that. I've still got to print. Well, my hands are dirty from playing with that radio. I'm still printing a base that fits. I've got a couple of trial bases there, but I mismeasured a couple of things, so I had to redesign it. But the idea is it will slip on this, sit flush, and there'll be holes, or, well, I'll show you. We got these things here, these tabs with holes in them. So much for focus. But these tabs with holes in them, which do line up. I did that measurement correctly with the 4 holes in the case. Man, it's terrible focus. Bad lighting. So I'll be able to slip that on and put 4 self-tapping screws in there to hold it in place. I considered doing something fancier, but once this is built, I don't see that I'm going to need to get into it. Frankly, I could probably just super glue that thing together and be fine. So anyway, that's all that's going on here. I do have my caps. I need to get to recapping this. I'm trying to find time to do that. I'm not looking forward to it as such. Some of the caps are not going to be easy to reach. And once I get the caps done, I will also go ahead and replace the power cord. Then we'll give it a go. But I thought it'd be kind of neat to show this off. It's sort of an unexpected surprise. And once I get the Hallicrafters done, I might start working on this.